Hello everybody, my name is Jeffrey, and in this tutorial we are going to create an FPS cap, because as you can see over here our current frames per second is at 3600 on average. That's a bit high, and you might be able to hear it, but my computer is making an awful lot of sound. So we're going over to our game loop, and we're going to change a few, well, not change a few things, we're going to add another function to it. So we're basically going to create this, but instead of subtracting 1 from delta, we're going to set delta equal to 0, so that it can reach our FPS cap, but it will not strive to reach it like our updates per second. It has to get at 60 updates per second right now, but we don't want our graphics card to, well, we don't want our code to be forced to run at 60 frames per second, because for some devices or computers that will simply not be possible. So we'll just create an FPS cap, and if you're creating your game, make sure that your user can change his or her FPS cap if you are implementing it in your code as well. So go over here, double, and I'll just call it delta FPS. Yeah, probably, and just copy this. Yeah, and double difference for right now. No, double D for delta again equals 0.0, and we'll create a new long variable, long diff for difference equals 0. And we're going to set the difference equal to current time minus last time, so diff equals this, and we'll change this to the difference, and d plus equals diff divided by delta FPS. And go over here, create a new while loop, while d bigger equals 1.0, and so this is only going to run when there is well, we can change it to an if statement, can we? Yes, we can. Okay, and just copy these two in here, and make sure to set d equal to 0.0 after this, and that should do the trick. So let's run, and as you can see our FPS is nicely capped to 60, and I'm going to take my headset off for a second and listen if my computer has well, it's a lot more silent. So I'm going to take it off for a few seconds. Well, I do have to say it it's not roaring as bad as it was before, so that's a huge improvement. And just to prove that this actually works, I'm going to set it to 120, and as you can see, it is well, it's limiting itself to 120 frames per second, and you can see that sometimes it doesn't make it to that 120 because sometimes a frame takes a bit too much time, and well, then there's no way for it to make up for that one frame, so it will, yeah, well, that's why sometimes the FPS will be a bit lower, but that's your FPS cap. So I hope to see you in the next tutorial, and yeah, bye.